Chapter 07. Cheers. We were at a kind of dwarven nightclub, holding a rather anticlimactic wrap-up party. The weapons were safely in the king's hands, and it was time to celebrate. I told them they didn't have to. Ah, come on, there's lots of beautiful elves in there. Garm was the eldest of 3 brothers, an armor crafter with long, muscular arms. Yeah, young ones, and older, too, if you like a little weathering on 'em. It's the perfect place for any gentleman. Dold was middle child, who was known around the kingdom for his intricate handiwork. Exclamation mark. Mildo the youngest, rarely spoke but was skillful at almost anything he did, architecture, art, you name it. A sort of savant. Come on, Rimuru, we can't go out without the big guy himself. Kaijin, elves, well if you insist that much I have no choice but to come with you, Rimuru. Less than, greater than, Raphael. It was 4 against 1, I had no choice. Mind you, I only agreed because they insisted. My heart is pure. I definitely didn't thought about meeting those say, yep, my heart is pure. Raphael, you should trust me more. I am a perfect gentleman. The place was called the Night Butterfly. Ooh, welcome, sirs, foer. The place was lined up and down with babes. Hoa, their ears were so long, too. Is it hot in here, or is it just those elves? Dang, oh my god, and their clothes are so thin. It's like I can almost see through, but I can't. Damn it, and I got magic sense going at max force, too. They've got the boundaries of their clothing down pat, don't they? Is this meant to be some kind of challenge? Ooh, look at you, cutie. Ah, I saw him first. Eep, boing, there it is. My entire body is jiggling. And I can feel something soft jiggling against my back, too. Is this paradise, or what? Less than notice. You are enjoying it quite a lot, master. Greater than. Ah, oh, no, I didn't mean to. Raphael-san, hello, I instinctive, called her with honorific, but she didn't respond. What's with her? Is she sulking? Okay, I am sorry I got excited a little. I mean a lot, sorry. Raphael-san, you know me right, I always get excited fast, right? Beside, this is my first time seeing elf. So, I got excited, please forgive me. Pretty please, with, cherry on top or something. I apologized while stuttering. Less than sigh. Greater than. Phew. Well, Raphael finally forgave me. As I was apologizing, the elf who picked me up before put me on her lap, sat on the sofa along with other elves and dwarves. After a while of drinking and talking, another elf asked me. Hey Mr. Slime, want to play this? An elf with black hair and dark skin asked me while holding the crystal ball. Is she intending to see my fortune? Like my love life? Or who am I going to end up with? Or something? What are you going to foretell for me? I asked curiously. Then the elf whose lap I am sitting on interjected, how about Mr. Slime's fated person? Fated person? Does such a person exist? I already gave up on some human women falling for me. If such a person exists, she may be into some freaky stuff. Like, you know me right. I am a slime. So, nah, that kind of person only exists on the internet. There is no way someone like that exists in the real world. It probably show nothing. Or maybe I find Ms. Slime or something. As I was wondering, it appeared. Elf. I hurriedly looked at the crystal ball. Is it my wife, I wonder? Mind you, I wasn't excited. As I looked at the crystal ball, I saw a beautiful woman who looked exactly my type. A young woman of average height with black eyes and black hair, as well as red burn scars under one of her eyes. She was with a bunch of children. It looked like children were sad. Also, that woman kinda looks like Japanese. Maybe she is otherworlder too. Oi, don't tell me that person is rulers of explosive flames Shizu Izawa. Kaijin, is she famous or something? I asked Kaijin. She is the hero of the Adventure Guild. You know, even though she looks like a youthful girl, she is already active for a few dozen years. Kaijin answered. Hero. Is that show Veldora did told me a lot about heroes. Well, I think about it later, but there is something important I have to do first. Now you showed me your talent, I have something to show too. Do you wanna see it? I wanna see it, said one of the elf enthusiastically. Kaijin and others gave me interested glance. I suppose they want to see too. Great. To do that trick I want a volunteer. I said. I can be a volunteer, said one of the elf. She looked mature type. With blonde long hair. Okay, so follow me. I told her and went in front of everyone so all of them. So they can see me. The elf stood next to me. Then I ate her. That sounded wrong in so many ways. It's more like I absorbed her. Huh, everyone. Rimuru, what are you doing? Kaijin asked, surprised and worried at the same time. Why did I do that? Well, when I killed and mimicked the snake in the cave, I asked Raphael if there was a ways to mimic human, and Raphael said. Less than received. It is possible to mimic human being by absorbing it just like snake. Greater than Raphael. In another world I have to kill human first. Rimuru. Less than affirmative. Predator works by absorbing living or dead. Then broke them apart to analyze them, making it possible to mimic. Greater than Raphael. Well, I want human form, but I don't want to kill anyone for it. Is there any other way without killing anyone? Rimuru. Less than report. There is, but it will be less effective and temporary. Greater than Raphael. Temporary. How? Rimuru. Less than report. It will use magicals to retain itself. Greater than. So if I take human form this way, I will turn back to slime as soon as I run out of magicals. And does that mean I can be able to turn back again if I recover magicals? Rimuru. Less than affirmative. Greater than Raphael. Well, it should be fine. So how can I do it? Rimuru. Less than by using unique skill Predator's mimic and stomach skill along with unique skill Mathanos copy skill. Greater than. How did it work? Rimuru. Less than received. By using a copy skill to copy the physical composition of a living organism, encompassing all its anatomical parts and systems. Then using a skill mimic to mimic it. Since this method uses two different sub-skills of different skill, it is less effective, making it temporary, unlike mimic through Predator where it is possible to maintain form permanently. Greater than. So back to the current time, I used a Predator to absorb her, then used Mathanos copy skill to copy her bodily structure. It took only a moment. After that, before anyone starts to think I killed her, I let her out of my stomach. What happened? Surprised. The elf I consumed asked. Don't worry, it was part of my performance. It won't harm you in any way. I said to reassure everyone. Everyone took sighs of relief. I bet they thought I ate her. Can't blame them, no matter how cute harmless slime I am, in the end I am a monster. Now I finally analyzed her and I can now become an elf. Ha ha ha, I laugh internally. Now look closely, it's time to show my magic trick, I said. Transform. As I shouted that, I used a mimic, puff of smoke formed around me and I transformed. As the smoke cleared, there I was now, a beautiful elf. To be clear, I am not a trap. I am a certified female now. Why? Because Mathanos skill copied everything, including her memory, skill and gender too. Now you might be wondering why. If I ended up copying gender too, shouldn't I copy a male? Before you label me a perverted, let me be clear, there are mainly two very important reasons. 1. I just can't absorb anyone. If I try, they will think I am a hostile monster. And I will be killed immediately. Since everyone in Night Butterfly was friendly and Kaijin booked the entire nightclub, there wasn't anyone else. 2. If I have to transform, I would rather be a beautiful woman than be a ugly man. In future, if I find any handsome man like me, self-proclaimed, in my past life, I will use mimic on him. But until then I have to work with this. What? Everyone shouted. The elf whom I copied was most surprised out of all. Surprised, I said while I winked at them. Yup, as I said before, I copied everything including memories, so obviously I can act like women too. Everyone let out surprised yelp. After a while of surprise, I was bombarded with questions like, how did I do it? Was that illusion magic? How slime like me do something like that? Etc. Well, to put it simply, I was actually cursed. I'm capable of wielding illusory magic. After that I told them the same story which I told Kaido. Why did I tell them that? 'Cause why not? I enjoyed their reaction. Sniff, sniff, I really hope you can find a way, sniff. To lift the curse, said one of the elves with large tears in her eyes. I am sure you can find a way to turn back to normal. So don't lose hope and continue to work hard, said another elf encouragingly. If you need any help, just let us know, we will help you in any way we can, said third elf with determination, as I was again bombarded. This time with reassurance. What about dwarfs? What's that? Is it food? Can I eat it? I definitely didn't know anything about a bunch of dudes whose face is red and scrunched up, their nose is running. Their eyes are bloodshot and puffy. Such a horrific sight I wish I never see again. Seriously, dwarves are supposed to be robust and tough. Or all dwarves like this, or Kaijin and others are special? Well, I think they are reacting like this because they really care and respect me. Well, I guess I did save them. Still, I prefer cute girls crying over some old dudes. Mind you, I am not a sadist. I meant I prefer to comfort a beautiful girl over an old guy. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Dot dot. After a while all of the other elves ask me to transform into them. Well, I am getting a lot out of it, so why not? I mimicked everyone one by one. Well, thanks to that I learned a lot, like illusion magic, elemental magic like darkness elemental magic, earth elemental magic, flame elemental magic, light elemental magic, water elemental magic, wind elemental magic, etc. I also learned healing magic and other magic. It was really useful. Can you transfer? Kaijin. Okay girls, now I have a sense of the taste. How about we eat and drink? Rimuru. Okay, elves. We continued to drink. What? Kaijin. May I ask who that is? Is it someone I know? Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. After a while I turned back into slime and jumped on one of the elf's lap. She was surprised, but she let me sit on her lap. Why did I do that? Well, Era, welcome. I sensed someone coming. It will cause trouble if someone shows two same-looking elves. So I am turned back to my slime form. Goodness me, what are you doing, allowing this vulgar monster into a high-class establishment like this? And no, an older female manager called out, but it's just a little slime, so. It's still a monster, ain't it? You sayin' a slime's not a monster anymore? No, sir, but. The manager stuttered noncommittally, trying to calm the man down, but the boor wasn't even paying attention. Clearly, he was after us. Oh, great, one of the girls sighed. That's Vester, the minister. Same guy who put Kaijin in a troublesome situation. Well, he did seem like the kinda guy who refuses to let go of a grudge. I could see it on his face. You know what best suits a monster? Vester bellowed. This. Then he emptied the contents of his water glass over me. Wow, pouring a glass of water, is that all he can do? In high school manga bullies literally pour entire buckets. Compared to that, this is nothing. So I ignored him. It's better not to do anything to the government minister, it might cause trouble later on. As I came to conclusions not to do anything. You think you can run around and make fun of my guest, Vester? You think I'm not gonna mind that? You think? Kaijin asked angrily. I boinged back a bit in surprise, too, cushioned amply by the chest of the elf behind me. It's really soft. Let's focus on the current situation. So is it okay for Kaijin to go against the minister? I should stop. Too late, he launched a punch at the minister's face. A few moments later, he asked me, hey, Rimuru, you were looking for someone to help you, right? Would I be good enough, maybe? Kaijin, that's what I've been wanting to hear. It'll be great working with you, Kaijin. Rimuru, I suppose he already knew the consequences of punching the minister. Kaijin and I sealed the deal with an emphatic nod. So, as anyone could imagine, punching a government minister in the face presented a number of issues. My brother, muttered Kaido, a few security officers behind him. What did you do this time? Kaido, HMPH, that fool. As four knights dragged Kaijin away, he shouted and pointed a wild finger at the minister. He practically spat in the face of Rimuru, my client and the best patron I've ever had. What's so bad about putting him in his place a little, huh? Kaijin, the five of us were taken to the royal palace. Not that we were under a very heavy guard. If anything, it seemed entirely voluntary. Before I left, though, I sidled up to the manager of the place and tossed 5 gold pieces into her hand. There's some for your trouble in there, too, I said to the surprised matron. We'll be back. We wound up having to spend around 2 days in the castle jail room. It wasn't so bad, the food looked decent, and we had all the comforts we needed in the place. It was less like a jail cell and more like an urban apartment shared by the 5 of us. We weren't treated too terribly, either. I just had to lose my temper, and now I've got all of you in here with me. I'm so sorry, guys. Kaijin apologized. It's fine, Kaijin, no problem at all. Garm, yeah, don't worry about it, boss. Dord, quote. Mildo, besides, once we're released, we want to come with you, Kaijin. Garm, yeah, can we come with you, Rimuru? Dord, quote. Question mark, quote opening parenthesis. Mildo, sure, we'll take care of all of you. You better be ready, though. Once we reach the village, you guys gonna work. Rimuru. Got it, they replied happily. Our day in court arrived soon after, and the entire lot of us were brought in front of the monarch. The heroic king of the dwarfs. Now that I was seeing him in person, his stately aura was almost awe-inspiring. His Majesty Gazel Dwargo closed his eyes and sat deeply upon his throne. He was stocky, dwarf-like in appearance, and his exposed armor-like muscles positively radiated energy. His skin was a deep, dark brown, and his black hair was pulled back on his head. We will now begin the trial. Guard. For the next hour, both sides presented their cases. As criminal suspects, we weren't allowed to speak in the royal court, that right was reserved for those with rank of earl or greater. Otherwise, you needed the king's express permission. If you did speak out of turn, that apparently proved your guilt on the spot and earned you a bonus contempt of court charge. We were stuck having our representative speak for us. So there Sylvester was, he continued, sitting back at this club and enjoying an alcoholic beverage, when this gang pushed their way into the place and exposed him to dreadful violence. This is not the kind of behavior that should ever be forgiven. Representative. Sigh. I am not even surprised. Vester bought him. Dude, at least try to act like you are protecting us. My liege. Vester exclaimed, egging him on. You have heard it for yourself. I beg of you to deal with these miscreants harshly. He flashed us a smile of supreme confidence. The king remained motionless, eyes closed. In his place, one of the guards beside him spoke. Order. I will now give the verdict. Kaijin, the mastermind behind this crime, is sentenced to 20 years of labor in the mines. His accomplices are sentenced to 10 years of labor in the mines. With that, this court is hereby, guard. Seriously, we will be punished just like this. They didn't even try to find out the truth, and the king is letting that happen. The heroic king of the dwarves doesn't sound so heroic now. As we were about to be punished, wait, a deep, quiet voice interrupted. The king opened his eyes and looked at Kaijin. It has been a while, Kaijin. Do you remain in good health? Gazel, quote. Yes, my liege, came the instant reply. Presumably he had the right to speak now. Kaijin, it gladdens me that you remain so as well. Kaijin, yes. Now, do you and your friends, looking at us, have any desire to return to us? Gazel, that surprised me. I beg your forgiveness, my liege, but I have already found a master to serve. I have made my vow, and it has become my treasure. A treasure so fine that, indeed, not even the direct order of my liege could make me part with it. Kaijin, ooh, that surprised me even more. He literally rejected the king in front of so many people. This clearly angered the audience. I could see the guards staring daggers into Kaijin's forehead. But he stood strong, chest puffed out, the picture of dignity. The king, seeing this, closed his eyes again. I see. Silence ruled for another moment. I have made my decision. Listen well to my sentence. Kaijin and his friends are hereby exiled from the kingdom. After midnight tonight, when the new day comes, they are officially no longer welcome in my lands. That is all. Be gone at once. Opening his eyes, the king made his proclamation in a loud voice. Oh, so king is good after all. After listening to Kaijin's answer, he exiled him. It gives him a chance to come with me. Although he somehow seems sad that Kaijin refused to come back. Being king around here seemed like a terribly lonely job to have. After the trial we went back to pack luggage. I wanted to get back as soon as possible, so after hurriedly pressing the dwarves to put on their best traveler's outfits, I pushed them out of the shop, went back in by myself, and proceeded to swallow up the entire contents of the building. Capacity-wise, I was still a-okay, but swallowing the building whole would probably have drawn a little too much attention, so I kept it at that. Once our preparations for the journey were complete, we made our way to where Rimuru and the other goblins were waiting. Rimuru and gang were all safe at the edge of the forest. Between this and that, we had spent a total of 5 days in the city, pretty much what we expected. Things didn't quite go according to plan, but we largely accomplished what we'd set out to do. Somehow it seems like I forgot something. What was that? As I was wondering. So cruel. I heard a loud voice. Oh, I remembered now. I forgot Gobda. I left him in jail cell. I didn't wanted him to cause trouble in trial. Then I forgot about him. He came back, so it's fine. Oh. And, it seems like he learned how to summon a wolf. Rimuru-sama, you are too cruel. When those scary soldiers came, I almost scared crying. Gobda. Well, I promised him I would take him along to visit the shop with lots of beautiful sisters. He danced happily. It was too easy. To be continued.